King Seti II is a great king who ruled Egypt in 1194 BC and is the owner of this nice educational tomb in the Valley of the Kings in the west bank of Luxor. Why is it called an educational tomb? Because by studying the stages that was taken in preparing the tomb, starting from digging it until finishing it up, we understood exactly how these beautiful, marvelous tombs in the Valley of the Kings were made. King Seti II ruled Egypt in the 19th dynasty. That's when the pharaohs gave up the idea of hiding the entrances of their tombs after most of their ancestors' tombs in the Valley of the Kings were robbed. They also cared about decorating the entrances with colored reliefs. Naturally, the work in the tomb would start in the front and go deeper step by step. So if the king died suddenly, the front parts of the tombs would be the only ones finished, and that's exactly what happened here. So that's a part of the tomb of King Seti II that's supposed to be finished except for the coloring part. So as the king enters into his own tomb, he salutes and greets one of the important gods of ancient Egypt. He's called God Nefertum. And on the other side, he also greets another important god, God Osiris, the god of the dead. This part of the tomb was totally finished, and when I say finished, I mean that it was cut out and the stones were covered with layers of clay or plaster, and then the drawings were done, and then the reliefs took place. And that's it. The coloring part never took place, and that's because the king died before completing and finishing up his tomb. The tomb is really marvelous, so we're going to pass inside this tomb from one stage to another. Seti II is dressed in his royal outfit and crowns and faces the Lord of the Dead, God Osiris. He greets him with a statue of Ma'at, the goddess of justice, asking him for a fair judgment in the netherworld, the world of afterlife. Then we find the three symbols of the sun in its daily life circle, right behind that scene. So, the scarab is a sun in the morning, the circle is a sun at noon, then God Atom is a night that closes the life circle. On this section of the wall, there are parts of one of the religious books that's called a midwat, which means the book of what exists in the netherworld. This book is composed of 12 hours that represent the night hours. The texts are written in simple hieroglyphics, but they are unfinished. This stage of the tomb was left unfinished. We can clearly see how all the drawings were drawn on the walls by using red ink. So this is like a primary artist who've done that. Later on, a chief or a master will come and correct all the mistakes in the drawings by using black ink. We can see that in this stage here. We'll see both colors of ink, the red one and the black one. The black one is the correct one. Later on, another team will come and start reliefing and chipping off all the unnecessary parts of the walls to make a high relief or a raised relief. The sarcophagus of the king was found in the burial chamber, empty. His mummy was found hidden in another tomb, the tomb of King Amunhotep II, together with 12 other mummies. By the end of the 20th dynasty, it was clear that all the hiding tactics and plans failed, and robbery prevailed. In panic, the weak kings of the 21st dynasty, who were priests, gathered the royal mummies and hid them in 2 locations. They left tags on each mummy to record that information. Thanks to their devotion, the pharaohs fulfilled their only hope in life, to be immortal after death.